Hello. For some reason, my display capture is not working. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Ah, there we go. Cool. Oh, it's a little dark. Let me fix that as well. All right. Very excited tonight. Had a rough day. Looking forward to getting some bugs knocked out. And actually, I'll pull up GitHub real quick and I'm going to go through the issues that I'm going to go through the first issue I'm going to try to fix tonight. Let's see, get that up. Hey, there we go. Now I'm not sitting in the dark. Cool. Alright. Got so many things, so many windows open. I currently don't have any questions open. If you join the stream and you want to ask a question, feel free to type it in the Twitch chat. I also do have, here, let me make sure I can see the other chat as well. There. Why is it not letting me do half? There we go. There we go. I had all my windows lined up and then they all moved around when I started the stream, so that's cool. Oh, I can put it up there. That's even better. That's worse. I need to stop fooling around and actually start doing what I said I was going to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have already started working on fixing one of the bugs. So one thing that I did get working recently was there is now a testing framework that works well in Foundry. It's called Quench. It is fantastic. It lets me do lets me automate a lot of testing in ways that I could before, but I had to do it manually before. So, and that's no good. So that's this project right here. By Ethax. So I've reached out to him with one problem, and he's been very responsive and nice. So if you are doing any Foundry development and need tests, look this up. It is a module that's you also have to install in your world to use it. Yeah, anyways, it works really well. I'm still getting used to doing unit tests in JavaScript because during the day I'm a Java developer, so the frameworks are a little different. And I'm very used to them because I've been doing Java development for 10 years. So yeah, still learning there. Let's see. Okay. So I have been knocking out some issues lately. I had some time, but tonight my first one is skill focus, and apparently this has been broken for quite a while, and I'm sorry I didn't get to this one because this could have been a problem for people, but I mean there are workarounds, but it's still annoying. Currently you can't add skill focus for knowledge skills, and I bet it's because I have truncated knowledge in some places to make things fit better. And it's not qualifying because the string's different, so we're going to look at that. And yeah, and from there I do have we'll go through, and you know what, I would love to be able to get all of these knocked out tonight. I bet I'll maybe get 3 done. So we'll see. It does go a lot faster now that I have the testing set up though, so that's pretty great. Cool. Okay, checking to see if we got any questions. None yet. Cool. Long day. Need a beer. Okay, so let's start here. Can't add skill focus to any of the knowledge skills, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up a test. Should allow skill focus to be selected for knowledges. Cool. So actually, this is a fun bit of code that I'm actually I'm a bit proud of it. I'm proud of it. We'll go with that. So within this is I think it's part of the Chai framework, testing framework. It just is it's the way that the phrasing works. You describe actor, describe the sheet of the actor, then describe on drop item. Actually, this is I need to fix this because a lot of these are not actually testing on drop item anymore. They're testing different things. So I do need to move things around. But all this does is sets up, essentially tells you what things you're testing specifically, and then each of these is a test. I don't really know why it's phrased that way. I come from Java where everything's named differently, but JavaScript has its own type of phrasing, so we're going to go with it. Yeah, so this is a test. Everything within this async function is a test. So what I've done is I've created a little wrapper that provides a test actor. So it'll do all the work of creating an actor, which really isn't that much. It's something I don't want to have to do manually for every test. So in here, creates an actor, new test actor, delete me, type, it's a character, it has a image, and that's actually all you need to create an actor in here. And then this is the function being passed in. It applies it to the actor, and then finally, so regardless of whether or not there's any errors or anything, it is going to delete that actor, and then it's going to see if there's any other actors with that name and delete them. So if at any point I refresh while I'm debugging through a test, it won't clean this up, so that cleans that up. And that probably took me 2 hours to write, mostly because await and async is sometimes still a mystery to me, and I was missing an async somewhere, and everything was broken. Yeah, so that's a cool bit of code that I put together, and I am quite proud of it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up what is needed for to test the situation. So in order to have a trained skill, we need a class. You know what? I don't know who would have knowledge bureaucracy. So let's look that up real quick. Or let's just see what scoundrels have. Let's go over here. There you go. Okay, apparently I didn't click it the first time. Alright, so trained skills, I know they have... Oh, they have all of them, so that is a good one. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. We're going to create the update for... This is creating the update for the actor, and then this is is actually doing it. You know what? I'm just going to inline that because that's kind of just one thing. There we go. Okay, so we're going to mark knowledge bureaucracy as trained. So this is the key that will help build out the update object, and then this is the value that is going in there. And I don't like the name of this. S is a bad. I'm going to rename that key. There we go. Doot. Go right back. All right. Doot, doot, doot. We're going to do that. Okay, I do want to make sure that it actually is doing that update, so we're going to put a breakpoint in there. Yeah, so quench. Quench is how we're going to run this test. So right now, here, I'll close that out. This is quench. When you configure it, you go into configure settings, and there's a quench one. Run on startup. I have that set because this is my test domain, or my test world, and so I always want it to run startup. And then, more importantly, where is it? Oh, run on startup. This means that I don't have to interact. I don't have to interact with my hands. I'm putting my hands over here. I don't have to interact with the Foundry window at all, and I can just run tests, and it'll run them without me hitting run down here. So that's how I have that set up. Yeah, and these I need to rearrange those, but that's not important right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to why do I forget web? It's WebStorm. Sorry, I used to use software called WebSphere, and I always want to say WebSphere when I'm talking about WebStorm. Okay, so I have my breakpoint. We're going to come down here, and I'm going to have it rerun because that will actually run all the tests and it'll run up to this breakpoint. There we go. I'm really glad that worked. That would have been really embarrassing otherwise. So I'm going to check this actor. This is the actor I created, so it's this new test actor, delete me. And we're going to look at system. We're going to look at skills and knowledge bureaucracy. And I'm going to make sure that it is trained. It is indeed trained. Okay. Cool. So we have set up the environment. This is all left over. I copy-pasted another test. This isn't important. Cool. So we have that. Now what we want to do is we want to add... actually, we can reuse this. I'm going to... Oh, here, just continue. Do your thing. There we go. All right, we can copy this. All right, what this is going to do is it's going to simulate dropping an item onto the sheet. So it gives a mock mouse event, which is just saying, essentially it tells you all the information about the actual like mouse release event. We actually don't care about this at all for this drop item. It's just built in. It is used by the parent or by the the parent or the super method, the method that this is overriding. But we actually don't use it within my code. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to what's the name? Why can't I remember the name of this? What I'm trying to do. Skill focus. That's what I'm trying to add. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go skill focus, and that's going to be a feat. There. All right, and then I don't actually know what this is going to have to be. Excuse me. It's probably just going to be how do you spell bureaucracy? B-U-R-E-E-A-U. There you go. Knowledge bureaucracy. That is a hell of a word. All right. Okay, so what this is doing is this is something I added to the system for handling when I'm importing stuff, because then it goes through the process of adding things correctly. So when you are building when you're building something, occasionally you have a pop-up that asks you to make a choice. This lets you input answers to those choices. There is a possibility of overlap, so if you had two questions that could take the same answer, it is possible that would screw up. I haven't run into that problem yet, so I haven't fixed it yet. But it could happen. I probably should fix that before I start using this everywhere. Okay, so it's going to add the skill focus feat, and it's going to try to answer this where possible. If I didn't do this, this suppressed dialogue, it should throw an error when if it tries to create a dialogue when suppressed dialogue is turned on. So yeah, let's give this a go. I'm going to rerun this. Let's see, any questions? No, not yet. All right, so we hit the breakpoint at drop item. So I go into drop item. Where is this going? Get mock event. Oh, I see. It must have hit the sheet or something. Okay. This is the on drop item method. It's going to go. This just lets me. I'm just going to step through it. New from compendium true. Yeah, so you see it's adding the answers that I provided. It's adding them to the context. Context variables are dumping grounds for things that you don't know when or where you'll need them, and they're usually bad, but because of how many different things have to happen sometimes. I am using them in this system. I'm not. They're not always bad. That's not fair to say. But okay, so we're at add items. So I know for a fact we're gonna end up in here. So I'm just gonna tell it to get to run until we hit this breakpoint. Okay. It's going to resolve. It resolves the entity. Did I get it? All right. It found the skill focus feat. Yeah. So this specific one, in order to give that pop up to let you choose what it's a skill focus for, it has something in system called choices. Call a choice, and this is the choice. All right. Okay, so this actually might be easier to fix than I thought. I thought these were going to be hard coded, but it actually is generating a list of available skill focuses. So that's good. All right. Let's see. So we go entity.prepare data. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. It's not a class. It is a feat. I don't think this applies. Classes by starting feat. Oh, it's checking to see if it is a starting feat. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. Sorry, I got a phone call. I'm just going to respond to the text. Okay. All right. Well, I do need to come in here and clean up a lot of this. This is very messy. A lot of this should not be in here. That's what I get for fixing bugs on the fly. Okay. Okay, we don't have a payload. It's going to get down to check prerequisites and resolve options. This probably needs to be broken up into multiple activate choices. So we're going to work our way down to here eventually. Let's just hop down. Let's see. Choices. If choices are 0, return true. It is not. There's 1. Okay. Choice type select. Okay, so choices can be different things. In this case, it's a select, which means it's going to be a list of options to choose from. Obviously, there's also integer, and that's if I just want a number. Oh boy, let's see. We go down to here. Okay, explode options. This is probably what we need to change to fix this. Yeah. Because it's going to, okay, available skill focus. It gets a list of current skill focuses, and then it gets a list of all trained skills, and it does a diff. Let's see. Knowledge bureaucracy. Oh, that's weird. Skill label, it's capital K, lowercase b. That could be a problem too. Okay, it is going to all lowercase, so it's probably not the problem. Okay, resolve options. Okay, so the options that are coming from the explode are knowledge bureaucracy. It's probably a capitalization issue, or the fact that it's K. It's just K sometimes because it had to be shorter. Let's see. And that's trying to find find pre-programmed answers. Why is it doing that? Oh, because there's item answers and general answers. Okay, that's not confusing. I might have gone a little overboard and over-designed that. That's okay. All right, so we have a programmed answer. How does it? Doesn't. I feel like if I gave multiple, this would not work at all. Oh, I see. If there's only one, it picks it. This is probably useless and probably is covered by this code here, but I'm just going to leave it for now. It's not what I'm actually trying to fix, so. Okay. So there's programmed answer, resolve actions from choice. Okay, we are going to go in there. I guess we're going to go down. Yeah, this has gotten a bit out of hand, and I definitely need to come in and refactor this because this is awful to read. Item set choice. Okay, options. And choice answer is capital. I bet that's the problem. So what I'm going to do here, I think, if I just go to lowercase and to lowercase, this probably should fix it. Although I think because I gave a pre-programmed choice, it's very possible that this is a different way of selecting than. Well, can I invert this? This is really hard to read. Well, it's not that. I mean, you know, it could be easier to read. There. Swap that out for a guard clause. Okay, so that's going to come in here. Oh, by reformatting that now it's not going to be able to debug. Okay, let's start her over. It's okay. I can jump in there. Okay. I have to undo all that because it's got to get to the beginning. There we go. Okay. Activate choices. Let's get back where we were. That skill.label is bothering me, and it probably should be capitalized differently, but let's just make it capitalization agnostic and move on for now. I can come back and fix that. Choice answer, knowledge bureaucracy, that looks good. Okay. Selected choice. Okay, that looks like it's selected it correctly. If it's not selected, do that. Okay, but it is, so I think we're good. Oh, and the items are provided items that happen from the choice. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit over designed. I probably should have done this in a simpler way, but hey. Okay. It does in fact do that. Okay, so what we want to do then is verify that this is in fact here. I am kind of doing test-driven development in a little of a backwards way because I didn't like assert on anything straightforward, but that's okay. Worse things have happened. Okay, so this is going to be skill. We expect that skill focus. Skill focus. Oh, I fat fingered that. B-U-R-E-A-U. Knowledge bureaucracy. We're expecting that knowledge bureaucracy. If I could type, if I was good at typing, this would be a lot smoother. Okay, so we're expecting that knowledge bureaucracy will be there. Let's see, what else should we expect? Well, scoundrel's going to be there because we did that. I don't know what else, so I'll just let it complain when it's not there. I don't care about any of that. Okay. I'm going to run that test, and detailed test result. Is it? Did I break? I broke something. Come on. Oh, I gotta put a comment in there. There we go. I worked with a guy for a time who thought the little red squigglies were just suggestions, and sometimes he couldn't figure out why his stuff wouldn't build. It was like, yeah, those aren't suggestions. That's telling you that something's just not going to work. All right, it failed. That's fine. Let's see, actual. Oh, okay. So it looks like I just need to copy this and put this into the thing. I think that should fix it. So explaining what I'm looking at here. Actually, let's go back. Okay, so this is saying it's that what I'm asserting on is saying, hey, this list of items is in there, and it's saying, well, actually, this is the list that's in there. So, and the reason is because I didn't like these are the traits that are added by Scoundrel, and also the automatic feats. So, wait, point blank shot. Oh, point blank shots right there. Okay. Essentially, I'm saying I want I expect these ones, and it's saying, but actually it's these ones. So I'm gonna have to fix the test to assert on what is there. But it looks like the ones that I want are there, in addition to the ones that should also be there. I should probably update this so it can check so it can verify that all of the ones that I'm expecting are there, but not fail if there's more. But so far this is what I've needed, so I've kept it. It does get a bit silly when you're. I think this is a droid. Yeah, so droids have a whole bunch of dexterity modifiers and strength modifiers and stuff that are turned on and off based on prerequisites. And actually, now I'm saying that out loud, that's probably a really awful way of doing it. Okay, looks like this works now. I do kind of want to walk through and do it by hand, just because I think doing the drop did it right, but I'm worried that the pre-programmed answers are a problem. So I'm going to, I think, Sith Trooper. There's a couple of these sheets that are broken. I don't want to. There. So knowledge bureaucracy. Cool. And we're going to add skill focus. You have the following skill focus skill. You have the following skill available for focus. Okay, knowledge bureaucracy. I would like that to. Yeah, I gotta figure out why it's like that. Okay, skill focus knowledge bureaucracy. Looks like we fixed a bug. It only took me 30 minutes. Okay, at this rate, I will get 5 more done. Will I get it done? No, but I can be hopeful. Okay, I am going to see why that's lowercase, and ooh, you know what? I'm going to commit this, and I'm going to see if I can make it all upper. If I can make it the case the way I like it. Okay, so this fixed issue 377. I'm going to stick that in the commit message so that GitHub does its magic. Because it automatically creates that and turns that into a link to that issue then. Okay. Fixed issue where skill focus could not be added for knowledges. Alright. We're going to commit. We're going to push. I think I also might cut a release at the end of this because I've been. This isn't the commit and push checks fit. Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna fix those right now. Those aren't like actual. They're like build issues that are like, hey, you could format this better. I should go through and clean them up so it stops doing that, but so far I just haven't. And all these changes are just the fact that every time I run Foundry, it redoes all of the compendiums. Okay, so what I want to try to do. I think it's in utility where it is. No, it's not in utility. Choice actor. Yeah, it must be. Explode. No? It's in here. Explode options. Let's look in here, and I want to see why. Oh, available skill focus. It's because label. I think. Let me guess. Label is coming straight from the template? Probably. Label is not from there. That means it's probably in the skill handler, and we're setting the label on. Oh boy. Skill label. Ah, because title case. Oh, I bet it doesn't recognize one after. Is this built in? It is. And it replaces knowledge with K dot. Okay. Wait. If it's replacing it with K dot, why? I don't think it was coming back like that earlier, was it? Skill from trained skills. Skills.filter for trained ones. Okay, well, that's going to be a totally different thing, telling it that, yeah, because right now it's using a built-in title case function, and title case would be any character after a space should be capitalized, as in a title. It's not looking for parentheses, so I'm not going to try to fix that right now. Okay, So let's go and do a little bit of paperwork. I refresh this. It shows that I've added that, so I'm going to close it. Alright. Come back here. What do we got next? April 1st. I suspect attack result is based on die, not on the result. I think I fixed this already. I'm going to look at my commit history a little bit, because I'm very sure I fixed this. Commits, there we go. Limited attribute generation warning. Remove force sheet. Type change on vehicles. Yep, here it is. Yeah, it was doing a really complicated thing to find the 20-sided die roll. I think I know why. I think it's because I was checking to see if it was I copied the is critical function and I didn't change it. But that doesn't matter. Okay, what I'm going to do is copy that. I'm going to say fixed. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought I would auto-link that. Cool. That is 2 down. The Imperial Knight Prestige class prerequisite can't be fulfilled. Must be a sworn defender of Emperor Roan Fel. I don't wonder what it's actually checking. Okay. Well, let's see if we can take it. I might have also fixed this one. This sounds, cause I think I made it so special prerequisites where they'd tell you that you need to meet it, but you didn't actually have to meet it. Oh boy. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to create a new guy. Was this an Imperial Knight? Is that what the class is called? Yeah. Oh, can I make a test for this? That's probably the better way of doing this so I can repeat this later. Okay. I'll copy our old one so that we have all of the fixins. Should be able to take the prestige class Imperial Knigget. There we go. Alright, so first I'm just going to I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say just add it, see what it does. I don't know if I'm going to check any. I can copy paste from somewhere else. Okay, we're going to just try it. I don't know what the prerequisites are off the top of my head. Who does? I guess they're right here. Is there a better way of seeing this? Yes, there is. Let's go. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I have a cert. Is it just SWSE? Oh, okay. If you didn't know, you can tell Google to use specific searches from specific websites by just typing a certain thing. And so I have it when I type in SWSE, it searches the Star Wars Saga Edition wiki, which is very handy when you do a lot of searching like this for checking things out. Suddenly I'm getting ads on this page. I thought I had ad blocker turned on. I do. There's still just ads popping up everywhere. That's funny. Okay. Prerequisite base attack bonus 7. Best way to get that is take 7 levels of a full BAB class Trained and use the Force. Oh, you know what? I think if I just add... Yeah, I think Jedi. 7 levels of Jedi will get me there. Okay. We can also see then if how well the item merging works for classes. I think that's fine at this point. I haven't seen a problem in a while. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's essentially what it's showing is it's going to drag 7 Jedi classes on there. All right. I don't know what it's going to do. I honestly don't know how the pop-up is going to act. Oh, it's going to show up right there. Okay. Okay. Well, one thing I want to do is I don't want this prerequisite thing to show up here. I want it to, when it's being suppressed, throw it as an exception that will bubble back up to my test. So let's go to, you do not meet the prerequisites. Where does it do that? That is probably in the prerequisite file here. Okay. You do not meet the prerequisites. This is also a monster of a method. It's a giant case statement, and it's checking each of these cases is a different kind of prerequisite, and it's how it sorts it. And which in itself is fine. The problem is the contents should not be in line. It should be moved to separate methods, and maybe after I get through bugs and stuff, because I'm actually doing pretty well catching up on bugs. So once I get through with those, maybe I can start doing some refactoring. Okay. Let's see. It's going to return the failure list or success list. I bet it's in meets prerequisites. Format prerequisites. Oh, I know it. This format prerequisites file is necessary, or method is necessary for that pop-up. You do not meet the prerequisites. What was the exact message? You do not meet the prerequisites. Wow, that. I also want to point out just how awful the capitalization is. Like, that looks bad, doesn't it? Wait, is that correct? I don't know. I've only been speaking American English for my entire life. I don't know how to do it correctly. Yeah, the fact that I have this many of these is actually kind of awful. Format prerequisites. I think it's one of these two. Oh man. Also, like, just the number of if blocks in. I know I was building this out slowly. You know, this looks like it. You do not meet the prerequisites, and it, yeah. And it's just, okay. Alright, so I went through all of that. I figured out where that was so that I could... Hey, yeah, let's just run it again, make sure that's the right spot. That's a good idea. Good job, me. Okay, yeah, that is exactly where it goes. Yeah, so there's the failure list. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, it's all here. What we're going to do, so this is on the actor, which means we can just check to see if we can access the variable that I want. I think the answer is yes. I just want to this SWSE and what's it? Was it under suppress dialog? Suppress dialog. There it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say if was it this dot suppress also. For the longest time, every time I type dialogue, I'd add a UE at the end. I don't know why. I don't think that's correct in any version of English. I just did that, and then I'd take it off. Okay, so if suppress dialog is on, that means we absolutely do not want this dialog box to pop up. So we're just going to go oh, well, we're throwing an exception. Throw. JavaScript throw exception. There we go. I don't throw a lot of exceptions, which is actually kind of bad. Oh, is it just console dot? Oh, no, here we go. It's throw new error. Oh, okay, so it is like Java. Oh, here it is. Okay. Throw new error parameter is not a number. That's obviously not what we're going to say. Let's see. You know what? What am I doing? Okay, first of all, I hate this. This is bad. Oh, good job, WebStorm. That's exactly what I wanted, definitely. Okay, there we go. And they'll. This isn't necessarily better. It looks nicer to me. In this case, I don't think it does matter, but there we go. If dialog suppressed, we're just going to throw that as an exception, and that means this code will never get hit. Let's try it again. We should just get an exception throwing up in the console down here. And this is the test running. It's building out stuff. Oh, good. It failed. There we go. Oh, that's awful. Maybe we do a plain text rendition. Format prerequisites. Plain. Gonna go in there. Oh, that's how I wrote that. Okay, well, that is okay. If type I kind of want to do the same thing, except I just don't want it to have all the HTML crap. Return format. Format is just that. All right. Wow, this must have been one of the first things I wrote, because this is very bad. One of the first things I wrote in JavaScript, I mean, because this is very bad. And yeah, I did that. Okay. We want it open. And watch me not actually change anything. I'm just going to redo it, but slightly different. Okay. No. We're just going to put quotes. Okay. And I'll just clean that up a little bit. Oh, dang it. I forgot to do this. Pass the type through. And technically I should be passing the... No. There you go. And this is just the default value, which is handy in JavaScript because, yeah, you can have you can change the signature of it and it will fill as much as it can, which is kind of neat. Kind of dirty if you're used to strict languages like Java or C++, but whatever. Alright, so we're nearly an hour in. I still don't have any questions on any of the boards. Alright, it's quiet. It's okay. I'm gonna get through some code tonight. Cool. Let's run that again. Alright. This is completely unimportant, but I am fixing it anyways. Trained and use the force. All of armor proficiency light, feet, armor proficiency medium. Okay. Cool. That looks awful, but it's not really important, so I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so we can do trained and use the force. Let's go back to the Did I close my... Oh no, I'm in the test file. Okay. Apparently I can't read. Okay, so then here we go. We just did a train right there. Skills, use the force. Okay, so if I rerun this, it should not have that in the list of things that need to happen. There we go. Yeah, actually, okay. Getting a small testing framework actually working properly in here has made all of this so much easier. Okay, so we're going to add... We got a couple of feats to add. I don't know if it's going to stop me. I might have to do an override. I have no idea. So let's just go for it. Our proficiency, light and medium. Nope. There we go. Medium. Apparently that works now. That means that worked. Okay, so that means it does not care about that last prerequisite anymore, and that's good. But now I have an automated test that proves that still works, so if I make changes and I break it, I know, and that's cool. Okay. I don't know when I fixed it. All right. This was fixed when I made special prerequisites optional. Okay. Oh, you know, I still have a commit with a test and some work, so I'm still going to add this. Okay, and nope, that is the wrong Chrome window and 388. There we go. Oh, I think these notifications are right here. Oh, weird. It doesn't show me those errors. Oh. I installed a bunch of plugins for this, like including this one, where you can actually open like issues on GitHub and work on a separate branch for them. And I found that they were just a lot of overhead without giving me any benefits, since I work on this project mostly by myself. I think if I was running a team and assigning things out, it would be different. But so far, contributions are low enough that I can merge easily, and I can figure out how to merge other people's code into mine and stuff. It's not a problem. So I'm not going to waste my time doing that, I guess. Cool. So that is working. Let's go ahead. That's closed. I want to verify that this is... Okay, yeah, so that's going to show up there. Cool. Oh, my filter. There we go. I did notice that there were some problems with non-heroic characters. The class is doing some weird stuff. Damage threshold. That grapple bonus is insane. That can't be right. Absurdly high. I copy most of the stats from the Ozone Agent CL4 NPC in the compendium. A lot of validation errors, really. But why? Does you know, it's very possible that GitHub doesn't let you post inline stuff. I think this is an issue I fixed previously. Okay. So this actually is not a problem. So there is a problem with ignore prerequisites. Okay, I'm going to close this issue and create a different one. Oh, no, it's still a bug, but it's not really this bug. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, ignore prerequisites. Let's see. This is going to be a bigger one to tackle. Is it skip prerequisite? Options, options. Oh boy. Okay, I think the problem is action prerequisite. I think this is where this is done. Options. And it's not an existing trait prerequisite. Okay, let me just check this real quick. Okay. Oh, you know, I made this fancy compendium, then I kind of scrapped it because it's actually just extremely slow and awful. Um, a lot of you probably remember when it took a solid 30 seconds to a minute on a fast machine when you were running it locally just to open your world. That was because the compendium had to build, and yeah, that was not good. It had to build out a whole bunch of stuff, and as soon as I removed that, everything was like very fast. I'm like, maybe I need to revisit that later at a later time. Um, wow, you know, fixing typos is okay. It's allowed. Um, if there are no prerequisites, or we want to ignore prerequisites and it's not an existing trait prerequisite, man, where is this actually being set? And if so, I can probably close that one because this is probably not an issue. We're going to go edit, find in files, existing trait prerequisite. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is on validation, maybe? Oh, when we're checking for inheritable items, uh, that is items where we can inherit the changes from. If the type is trait, that is an existing trait prerequisite. Oh boy, that's not a great. You know, that works for now. We're going to leave that until we have fixed all the bugs. Yeah. I don't know when I fixed that, but I could go and hunt it down. So one handy thing is if I go if I look at this, for instance, can I look at annotate with get blame? I can see exactly when it was. Yeah. So was it May of last year? Can I get the copy revision number? There we go. There we go. Alright, issues when creating an actor using the... Wait, is this the same thing? Ah. Oh, I wonder if this has to do with their weapon. Because their weapon had some tomfoolery on it, because it can change into different forms, and I simulated that. Alright, well, let's try it. So, in order to replicate this, I need to find the Yuuzhanvong agent, which is CL4. Okay. Let's go over here. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. We're going to go to the CL4. If you guys can think of a better way to group these compendiums, I'm all ears. As long as we're not adding a ton of different ones, I'm down for it. I honestly don't know how to group these better than CL than challenge level. Is that challenge level? I think that, yeah. It just you can't find anything anyways. Like, it's not very searchable, because in order for me to find stuff, I have to go online, look for what I'm looking for on the wiki, check the challenge level, and then come in here and pick it from there. And I don't think that's necessarily wrong, but use advanced agent right there. I don't think that's necessarily wrong, but it's not it's not easy to use. So if you guys think of a good one. All right. Advanced agent was added, and yeah, I don't know when this is fixed, but no longer occurs in latest. And what version are we on? No, didn't want that. There we go. 0.7.21. Is there a way to link busy? Interesting. Didn't know you could do that. Oh well. Yeah, like, I know how to link tags and issues, just not. Oh, it might be the same. Can I edit that? It's not, again, not important. It just makes me feel better. Nope, it's not it. All right. Not a number damage on double weapons. I think I technically fixed this, but right now, yeah. So right now, what it does is damage should be shown. Both the first roll and the second roll should be shown on this damage thing, and right now it only shows the first one, and I don't like that. So what I need to do is have a display only and a first attack way of printing, and have this default to the display version of it. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do... Let's see. I don't need this annotation anymore. Templates. That is under actor, parts, attack, weapon block. Oh, here it is. Render formula HTML. Okay. Damage roll. Under damage roll. which is under attack. Actor, attack, damage roll. Perfect. And is this being wrapped? Yes. What I'm going to do is just make a second method, have this one be render weapon block formula. Oh, thank you. You didn't have any questions before you log off? All right. Let's see. I am an hour and 15 minutes into this out of 3 hours. I think I can get all these bugs done. Some of them were already done, to be fair, but I think I can do it. All right. Let's see. First step, let's go over to, I was just there, weapon block. There, we're going to use that method instead. And you know what? I'm not going to mess with that one yet. Now I got to figure out how to make this work the way I want it. So it's passing in a roll, and the problem is it's actually multiple rolls. Ooh. I guess can I make a test around this? The basics of coding, and that's about it. Well, I mean, I don't. It's probably not really beyond you. I'm sure you could. I'm moving very fast and flipping through screens. It's not. I'm probably not a very good teacher when I'm doing this. So. Oh. Alright, so let's see. Let's build a test for this. I want... The problem is that attack is based on an item, which means I have to build out an item that has a specific damage, and then that damage, which I can do. That's not a big deal. There's just a lot of, all this is very connected, and I should have designed it in a way that left it a little less connected so that it was more testable. But that's okay. Let's see. I bet I could stick another parameter in here for additional dice or additional rolls. Yeah. Okay. What I'm actually going to test is this wrapper. I am going to insert a roll, make sure everything works correctly, and then additional rolls will be for formatting only. I think that should work. Okay. I'm going to come back and look at this later and go, what the hell did you do? And it'll be fair. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to be lazy and just use this actor sheet thing, and I am going to... You should not do this. You should not just add random things to a given a given. Sorry, my brain just farted. Okay, you should not just add random tests to a given test file. You should definitely separate them out correctly, but I am not going to do that right now. All right, let's make sure I have. Ah, dang it. Okay, describe. Where's the describe end? Okay. Okay. Describe. I already forgot how to do this one. Oh, I see. Okay. Was it roll wrapper or something? What was my... There you go. Should I put this in its own file? Yes. Am I going to do it? Later. Famous last words. Describe roll wrapper. Let's see. Okay, so there's two methods on here. I don't care about that one right now. I care about this one. Describe that. And I think the correct, I think putting dots in there is the correct formatting for this. I'm not totally sure. But it does look nice when it prints out. Excuse me. Should correctly print single die rolls. Cool. All right. So let roll equals, and I don't remember how to build one of these objects, so we're going to go back here. Roll from terms. How do I build out terms? This is part of built-in Foundry, and sometimes I don't remember how it works. Okay, we're just going to use that. And I went to the wrong file. There we go. Okay. Go here. No, 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 no. Go here. Roll dot render web block for, there we go. Okay. Assert. Oh, I need to do something with assert, don't I? Like. Oh no, the context is already there. Okay. Alright, so assert. I'm still getting used to. Yeah, I want this. I'm still getting used to how the asserts work in, I think it's Chai or Mocha, whichever. There's two different test libraries in here, and I'm still not used to how they work. Okay, and that's going to be wrong, but that's okay. Const terms equals an array, and I want, let's see, how do I create? You can tell I really liked using the term creation methods because I abstracted them away and made them hard to find. Add numeric term. Get dice terms from string. Okay. That's a numeric term again. New die. Die with number and faces. New die. One. Let's do a larger number just to make sure that we're not that everything isn't just working because it's one. Faces 8. There you go. 3d8 damage. Terms dot push new. Is operator term? Yeah. Operator. Is it just like, can I just add a plus? Like that? That appears to be complete. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. Add an operator term and then a numeric term. Push new. Should I check how it prints out the options? Probably, but for now, we're doing this. Numeric term number 9. 9's a good number. I like the number 9. Cool. Now if I rerun my debug, it should print things out very pretty for me down here. Let's see. Good. That should fail. Yeah, so if you're wondering why I'm writing failing tests, it's because I'm always trying to do better at using test-driven development. I've given talks at conferences about why it should be used, all sorts of things, and still, oh, that's not right. Oh, I see. Okay. I've given talks. I've gotten my team on board using it a lot, and still sometimes I struggle to do it myself. But that's okay. I'm getting better. 3d8 plus 9. All right. It prints them out in spans, and then that formats them very pretty for us. Yeah. That should pass. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So then we should handle multiple die rolls, and we're going to go roll from terms, and then what is this going to be? Or what? It's going to be a list of additional rolls, I think, is what I'm going to do. Roll from terms. No, I don't want that. Additional rolls. Create variable rules. Actually, that can be a constant. Another thing I'm trying to do is use constants where I can because they are slightly more performant. And if you're never actually reassigning something to it, there's no reason to make it a let type variable. At least that's what I've been led to believe by reading things about JavaScript. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Who knows? Okay. So we're gonna make let's put 2 additional ones. let's see, dot push from terms, and this is just going to be we'll say is going to be 2d8, and then let's do something weird like 1d4 for the last one. I think I've seen some weapons that do that, where the last one's just like a little I feel like there was a Wookiee two-handed weapon or something that does that. It's got like an extra bit that swings around and hits them or something. I don't know what the rationale for it is. Alright. Let's see. And then what this is going to look like, what I want this to look like, is 3d8. That's correct. And then it's going to go slash 2d8 slash 1d4. Okay. And that's what I want it to look like. Okay, so what we need to do is go here, and we need to make it look like that. Well, first you always verify that your test fails before you start fixing things to make it work. I mean, that one's a pretty obviously going to fail one, but, you know. Okay, so what we want to do now is use this additional rules thing. Alright. It's going through each term. Terms, expression, or term to get the expression. Why is this expression 1? Oh, because this is not great. So, I don't know if roles are automatically formatted so that the first thing is... Do I just assume that the first one is the damage die because that's how all of my stuff is formatted, or do I do work to make sure that it's a die roll? I could just, well... Oh, I think I know what I want to do. I want, okay, so if term dot type, I think, equals die, then for const for each of them, we're going to let's see, expression plus equals span, and then the next span what goes in there? It's this should only ever have one term, because that's how I'm going to be sending it in. Should I make that a term? Additional terms. Yeah, let's do it. Rename. There we go. And those are going to be like floating. Yeah, that makes more sense because it's not actually going to be a full role. Additional term, and then the term dot expression goes in there. All right, let's do some formatting magic, and there we go. All right, so that means our test actually is wrong because I was setting that up to pass in additional roles. Instead, let's rename this. Oh, spelled that wrong. Spelling something wrong when you're writing code is fine. It's just going to bother you forever when you keep seeing it over and over. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's still wrong. Okay, well, I think there's a better readout here. 3d8 plus 9. It's not hitting that if block. But why? Term. This would be type of term. Does that return a string? Yeah, maybe. It's telling me it's wrong, so yeah, it does not return a string. Oh. JavaScript. Yeah, that's not what I want though. Type of cool. Is there a more specific thing? Is it instance of? Yep. Instance of die. That's what I want. There we go. Let me see if they get the fancy green light. Nope, everything's broken. Additional terms is not iterable. But why? Oh, yeah, it might not be. There we go. It's always an array. You know, actually, I can. There. Interesting. That's that is wrong. Or is it? No, it is wrong. All right. Term.expression. Oh. That's because I did a dumb. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's formatting correctly. Now what we need to do is just go and actually use those additional terms. Let's see, that is in attack. Die string. Oh boy, this thing really, really splits everything out in a very interesting way. Plus, minus. This could be cleaned up a little bit. It's not if it is a number, cool. If it's not, it does all those. Ah, here. This is what we need to change. Okay. So this needs to be start returning an object. Dice and additional terms. And that's just going to go up, 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 up. Nope, stop it. There we go. No. Cool. Additional terms. Okay, so I changed the return type, so I need to go and make sure that everywhere that this is already being used, it gets changed to match this. So dice. Terms push dot dice. There we go. And some of these are going to not be like this, but that's okay. Dice. Right, that's good. Yeah, and if you're watching and you're like, well, hold on now, don't you have to say what the key is? This is the same thing. Dice is the same as just dice. Yeah, if you don't specify and you're putting in a variable, it uses the variable name. Which, man, it took me a while to figure that one out, and I was looking at someone's code, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening here, just because I didn't know a very basic part of JavaScript. It's a monster of a language. I kind of like it, though. It's fun. Okay, so it's returning dice and additional terms. Let's see. Right now, it's taking the die term, which, okay, so I think I need to do a test on this one. Attack, get dice from string. Let's go over here. And I'm going to be naughty again. I'm going to add I'm going to keep adding more tests to this poor thing. Describe attack describe what is the name of that function? Get dice terms from string. Okay. I also am not 100% sure that I am doing these describes correctly. I know there's probably a correct way of doing it. This is actually just the way I saw people doing it at work when I was on loan to a team that was doing JavaScript style tests. I think they were using Ruby, but they're doing JavaScript style tests that because they liked it better, and I'm not really sure that Ruby actually uses. I don't know. It was an interesting hodgepodge of styles and languages when I was working on that team. Okay. It should also, not sure if that's how you're supposed to phrase it. I've just, every time I try to make it into a phrase rather than just poorly naming my tests. Okay, it should. What should it do? Let's do a simple one. It should handle a simple single die. Okay. So what I want it to do, actually, I think there's already I think this is actually being done in the code, but that's okay. Yep, this. Okay, why can I not hit that? Ah, it's not exported. Should it be? Maybe not. But I will worry about that later. You know what? Let's go. All right. It's okay to do naughty things in your code as long as you admit them and just put comments. I'm just kidding. It's not. No, don't do that. All right. Die. So wait, this is going to give me a roll. I don't know what this is going to give me. What am I doing? No, I want assert equal. Other question is what goes first on these? Is this supposed to be? Now I gotta look it up. Yeah, that's not the right. That's not the right tooltip. I actually don't know how to fix tooltips when they're messed up like this. If you know, put a comment below, and it'll help me out reasonably. Is this a mocha? No, I want this one. Oh, it looks like I looked this up already. Or looked up something like it. There's one of these two. This doesn't actually hit. Oh, no, it's right here. Getting started. Assert. Describe array. Index of. Oh, see, this is what I'm doing wrong. It should have a hash when you're designating a method within. Okay. I can go back and clean that up. That's okay. Yeah, what I want to know is which one's the actual and which one's the expected. Like, it doesn't actually matter, but sometimes it just, I want to be consistent. Well, that's good documentation. I should probably read through that. That'd be good. Not gonna do that right now, obviously, but okay. So dice, something. I don't know what actually is going to respond with, so let's just do that. Yay! It failed. Expected something. I actually got an array of objects. Okay, that makes sense. Faces. I guess I should just assert on the terms. I don't... Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, die0 dot faces should be 20. 20. Is it Control D? Yeah, there we go. Gotta use those shortcuts. Faces. Is it count or number? I already forgot everything. I have forgotten everything. Number. Okay. On the one hand, I think putting number here as the variable name is an awful choice. On the other hand, I don't know what I would do differently. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to assert on? What else do I care about? So, yeah, that's always a thing you got to keep in mind. You like, I can assert that results is an empty array. I can do that, but do I care about that? No. So I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll start in class 2. That's probably good. There you go. There. That's everything I care about. Let's see. Okay, so then what I want to do... Oh, I should do. And then I love doing this notation. I think this is the right way to do this. What's this giving me? Additional terms is the other one. Yeah. I just think that's the coolest way to break out variables after being returned from a function. I just think that's cool. Is that silly? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely ridiculous. But I think it's neat. Okay. Alright, let's try something a little more interesting. 3D8 slash 4D6. Okay. And then, let's see, additional terms should be should have faces of 6, 4 of them, and there's a die, and then 3D8. Alright, and that's what that should be. Again, gotta make sure everything fails correctly. Oh, I expected undefined equal die. Well, that's no good. We're gonna call it a double weapon die. I suck at coming up with names for things. Really? Hold on. I could have sworn that that was a variable on there. Die. Sure enough, it must have just printed that way. Okay. You know, I don't care. That's not important information for me, anyways. I don't know why I was collecting it. Okay, let's try again. It's very satisfying just to watch the checks. Reading faces. Okay, that makes sense because there's nothing there. So what I'm going to do, assert has length, has assert length of, that's what I want. Yeah, again, most the Hamcrest libraries and the JUnit libraries I use in Java all have a very specific way of phrasing things, and this does not have that, and sometimes I get confused and I start typing the wrong language. There, has a length of 1. Yeah, you want your tests to be very descriptive when they fail, and right now that's not descriptive, so that's why we're doing that. Where did... Oh. Perfect. Okay, so that's failing, and it is failing by telling me something useful. Awesome. Cool. That's doing that. Let's go here. Oh boy. Okay, so this is neat. How do we do this? We are going to take die term. Let die term. No, it's not let die term. TOKS is short for tokens. It's a bad variable name that I use a lot. Let's see. Dice. I don't let dice tokens equals die term dot split, and the split term is actually going to be the slash instead. So this is actually why I made that first simple single die, to make sure that I'm not breaking it right now. So dice tokens, we want to cycle through those. So 4, and then I have to remember how to do this correctly. Constant, is it token I of dice tokens? I think that's the correct syntax. Alright, so in each case, we're going to split token on... Okay, we're always splitting token right here by D to get tokens, but depending on... Okay, this is... I'm starting to feel like this is clever, which is bad. That means I'm screwing something up. If I equals 0, so if it's the first term, if I equals 0, we do the normal thing. If I is greater than 0, or else, we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but we're actually going to push it into the additional terms bucket. Uh-oh, yeah, it's starting to feel clever. Oh, you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to go refactor, introduce variable. Die, yeah. We're gonna actually move that up here. Okay. So both tests should pass now. Oh, good. Both failed. Cannot read undefined property. Oh, I did something bad. I bet I flip-flopped this. I bet I goes first. Or the brackets are wrong, or I don't know. I think the brackets are right. Token is undefined. I is undefined. Dice tokens. JS for loop with index. That's what I want. Oh, I need to do. Okay, I need to do a for each with the function value I. Okay. It would be really cool, JavaScript, if you'd be a little more consistent. So we're gonna take dice tokens dot for each, and we're gonna go. Was it token? Comma. Did I flip these already? I did not. I don't know. Maybe I flipped them. Who knows? Nobody knows the answer to this question, except for a lot of people. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. I think that's right. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's try her again. There we go. Hey, wait, what? Oh, it's because there was a break point and it took too long. Those have a very strict 2-second timeout, and I think that's wonderful. Because if you can't do something in 2 seconds, you're doing it wrong. That's not really a saying. It's 2 seconds is a long time for a function to run, though. Oh my gosh, yeah, lots of tests that I deal with at work. Some of them, I mean, some of the faster ones are still like 3 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot until you start writing thousands of them, and then you're suddenly like, oh, this is taking a bit of time. Hey, that looks like everything worked. I think everything's working. Cool. Let's see. This is probably bad, but get dice terms from string. Do I have... Okay, where's the additional dice? Okay, so this is where it would go in. Alright, so this dice is going to go where it always was. Which I think that better be an array, otherwise that's going to be awkward. Dice, I think that, yeah, okay, it's push. Because it does it allows for other terms. Okay, cool. Okay, we go here. Additional terms, you are going to go additional terms. Uh-oh, I think yeah. Yeah, this shouldn't be hard. Why am I struggling with this? Okay, let's rename this. Rename double weapon damage. Okay. And double weapon damage dot push unwrap array. There we go. You can have an array of arrays, so if you want to take the terms from an array, put it in another array, you have to do the triple dots to unwrap that array. Okay. I think if, for instance, we took a double-bladed lightsaber, put on a character, this should work now. Yeah, let's refresh so we get all the new code in there. Let's go and perfect. Do I have a Jedi already? I don't know if it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm worried about here. Okay. Equipment. Shock staff. Oh yeah, I was making sure that long stuff worked. Does this have 2d6, 2d6? Okay, so the shock staff will work if I equip it. It should. It doesn't work. Why? Why is it not working? What is... Okay, what's the actual value here? No. There we go. The actual value is this. It has a weight of Jeff. Oh, yeah, it has a weight of Jeff because I was testing weight with bad weight values. Okay. Oh, is this not being used down here? It is. I think this will rebuild if I open it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the item is the blaster rifle, so I don't care about that one. Shock staff. Double weapon damage is not being populated. Okay. Is the sum doing something? Because it's summing things? Okay, so here is where the problem will show itself. That's a timeout issue. If I go to human test, all right, 3d8. This is item blaster rifle. I do not care. Shock staff, 2d6. Okay, so it's coming out of this. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, how am I doing on bugs? Okay, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. I can probably still get this. Okay. Although this is going to be really hard to fix because this is a really involved. Oh. A really involved method, and honestly, it needs to be broken up and refactored because it is a mess. Okay, we are back on the blaster rifle, so I will run until we get shock staff with a wonderfully specific name that's very long. And okay. I think it's going to return the values correctly. So this is actually getting all of the changes from this document. Let's see if the values are still correct. Yeah, so it still says 2d6, 2d6. I have no idea if you can see that on the stream. But yeah, I don't know how to make that bigger. I'm using my little screen to try to make it bigger. I don't think that's actually how that works, now that I'm thinking about it. But I think it would be worse if I used my larger screen. Okay, so it's there. Okay. Reduce array. It's going to try to sum this, which means it's going into here. Okay, so it is ordering things by their priority and their mode, by their priority and their mode. In the resolution sorting, let's make sure that this is in. It still has not changed it. I bet it's going to change it in this add values thing, and I need to make an exception for when there's a slash. Because I bet it's doing a. Okay. Here we go. So it's got A and B resolve values. A resolve value. Is it an array? If it is not a string, okay. I bet it's hitting this and going, yep, that is a die, and we know what to do with that. If I push it as multiple dice, I'm going to run into the problem where it's going to try to add them together, and I don't want that. So what I need to do is say if it contains a if the token contains a slash, then just stop doing math to it because there's no way. I think that's the best way to go. Maybe I could add to the first term, but I don't think that's something that's going to happen. So we're just going to go ahead and have it. Yeah. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Here we go. If talk dot includes, yeah, I want includes / results dot push talk. Nope. There we go. Will that work? Hard maybe. That's not what I want. Okay. All right, and we're going to go like that, and we're going to go human test. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Oh, interesting. Somewhere in there it doesn't know what to do. Okay. Let's try it again. It's a good thing that these are generated when it opens. Okay, in reduce array, resolve expression reduce, add values. There. Okay, 2d6, 2d6. Okay, it's making it part of the default group. Oh, that beer's defective. It's empty. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a beer for my last 45 minutes. Alrighty. Let's see. Are there any questions? None that I see. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Wait, what? Is this the part that... Where's the part I just changed? Is it in here? Yeah, okay. Back where I was. Alright. What is sum? Sum is a string. If it's greater than 0, it's not going to be. So it's going to skip that. If sum is a number, sum is not a number. And term.value is undefined. What is term? Term is just a string. I see what I did. So in here, everything is being pushed as an object with a value. I pushed talk. All right. Ooh. Caps lock is on. Value talk. Done. All right. Let's refresh. Looking for questions while I refresh. Nothing. Very quiet evening. I don't care about that right now. Cool. Human test. I'm going to skip the blaster rifle. We are going to go to attribute helper. Yeah, reduce array. Man, this needs to be cleaned up so bad. It is incredibly complex. All right, I got some terms. Let's see if the sum terms are correct. They are. Equals 1. And it's a number. Oh, okay. It's deciding if the response should be a number or a string. It's really funny because this is relatively new code. It's just a little, it's too complicated. I shouldn't have done it this way. So if there's nothing there, it'll continue, but there is something. Okay. The whole thing is checking if stuff is there, and then there's got to be a better way of doing that. Yeah, this is way too complex. And it's going through all those, and it's returning the current value. Reduce array. Damaged dice, 2d6, 2d6. Alright. That should be it. Now the problem is I didn't write any tests for what was existing, so I might have broken something. I don't think I did. I think I was pretty safe. But yeah, so there's that. If I click on it, it's still using 2d6, not 2d6, 2d6 for this part. This handedness thing, it's so ugly. I would like to fix it. I just don't have an idea yet. That looks bad. And the secondary attack, okay. There, so that looks much nicer now. Cool. Alright. Let's tag comment. I don't know what those words meant. Let's go here. Tag the commit, that's what I wanted. No, I'm not tagging it. I'm just commenting on the tag. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's been a long day. Okay. Made attack blocks show double weapon attack dice. And I swear I just copy pasted that 437 number. I did. Okay, good. Alright, and then I want templates, tests, and modules. Okay. Cool. Let's go close another one. Ta-da! Okay, the portrait cropping issue. This should not be that bad. Yeah, I think I might just revert this. Because I tried to make a change to make it display better, it didn't, and I just left it for a while. Templates, it's under actor sheet. Summary. Actor portrait. Okay. There's an actor port. There we go. Oh no, I have no idea what the... that can't be it. um. Oh boy. Where's the rest of the CSS for that? Okay. Let's do. Styles. Okay. Sheet. Profile image. Oh, the image has a class that's being used. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's... Oh. 37 and 14. Let's move this up to... Oh, I see. It's right there. I think actually... I shouldn't do that. What I should do is look at the history. Okay. Those look fine. I think it's an object fit thing. Okay, let's look up what object fit does. Probably want contain. I think. Alright, and then have to run gulp. Okay. There we go. Do I have any images? Here, let's put a... There we go. I think it was a very simple fix, and I took my sweet time on it. Okay. All right. I like it. Well, let's go ahead and commit that. I'm not really sure how I would write a test about that. I've been a backend developer for 10 years. I don't really know. Made portrait picture fit in the box. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I don't think that's even the right part of the DOM, but that's okay. It's complicated unless you've been staring at it for a long period of time. Okay, so that should work. I want to push this. Where's the... Oh. Literally the button I use all the time. Can't find it. Alright. We almost there? Oh, I never closed it. All right, so I have 30 minutes to close one more issue, and hey, then this is totally bug free. No worries. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a release, declare it bug free, and then all of you can go. Actually, here's a couple more. Well, if you put them as issues, I would know exactly where they are. When you put them in the chat, I can respond to them quickly. I just lose track of them if I can't fix it right away. Which actually I was thinking about that earlier, and I have the same problem with work. Where we have a support channel where people can like send us messages, and then we have a Jira queue, and where the request goes isn't super clear, and people send it to both, and sometimes we lose track of ones that are in the wrong spot. So there we go. Flight space / spacesuit not providing equipment bonus for fortitude defense. Okay. Flight suit. It does not do that. I agree. Item says no. Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay, let's look at the. Is it both items? Are there two items? Excuse me. I don't have a cough button. I apologize. Flight suit. So this, I'm getting ads still. That's so weird. Are all of these variants of the same thing? Flight suit, armored flight suit. Oh, I see why. It's not in. These get picked up automatically because of the formatting. That's why that one didn't. Let's see. So flight suit is definitely affected. Let's see if is there a spacesuit. Spacesuit. Looks like this might also be. Yep. Okay. Okay. This also has a poison immunity. Poison immunity. I don't know if I have a thing for that, but okay. Well, that's kind of that'll be fun. We can go in and manually. Well, okay. So the screen scraper is a different project, and it is written in Java. And this has even fewer tests than than the system does, which is fine. Okay, so we want to look at items. We want to look at item exporting, and one thing I want to know is poison. If there's any keywords I need to know about. It doesn't appear to be. Let's see. Change keys. Is there immunity? There is. And there's two usages for extreme cold and extreme heat. Okay, so that would be appropriate to use for poison. So what we need to do is in this exporter while we're doing the screen scraping. So parse item. Parse item takes the link to the specific item page, and it just goes to town on the HTML it finds. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to look for specific strings. I don't want manual attributes, damage die. Oh boy. So all of these are keywords that have a colon at the end. Can I invert that and do a... Oh, parse complex maybe? It's complex weapon. Okay. I think it's where I want to add this. Hmm. Alright, let's see. Power pack, if text contains power. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can this ever get down here? No. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, this text contains, and that's the item name. Okay. Alright, so then what we want to do is create... Right over here, we're going to go and add some stuff to parse this out. So right here, this string, we're going to look for this, because it might appear on other things and we're not aware of it. Why is my ad blocker not working? Yeah, cut that out. I don't need that crap. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, so these are going to match the same thing. So we're going to go back to IntelliJ. Okay, so what we want is regex dot. I want to make a pattern. I forget. Let's see. It's pattern dot compile. Oh, I don't think I need that. I need that. What's your problem? Am I forgetting something about how to do this? Okay, it doesn't need the before and after things. What's your problem here? Oh, I see. It has to be. I have to escape the escape character. Alright, and this is going to be it's a capture string, and it can be as many numbers as it wants. Okay. All right, 25 minutes. I can get this working. What is it doing? Oh yeah. Pattern. Fortitude equipment bonus. Okay. Okay, matcher M equals fortitude dot matcher text. If m dot find All right, so I'm using a regex pattern, and if it matches the text, it will find it. So it'll go into this block, and oh, it's actually almost exactly what I need. There we go. Okay, 4 to 2 defense bonus equipment. Oh, I actually have a string specifically for that. Okay, and it's going to take the first grouper, and it's going to make it into that. Cool. Okay, and then because I have no idea if this is going to work or not, I am going to print unique, and what I'm going to print is the item name, because then it'll just print out a list of the items that it finds this on. Run export blaster rifle. No, I don't want that. I run that. Flight suit, hazard suit. Good, space suit. Finding more suits that I knew had a problem. Alright. Looks like we found 3 more. And it has just printed out what I need to import that. Yeah, so raw import right here. This is the... what? It shouldn't be exporting. Like, that shouldn't be going along with it. Oh, no. Okay, I don't actually need all of this stuff. Well... Okay, well, spacesuit's in there. I don't need traits, though. Where's the oh, there it is. Traits were already done. Armor, it's going to try to do it anyways from here. I was going to try and then complain I can't find it, so let's clean that up. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that shouldn't have been saved at all. I will fix that later. Okay. First of all, I have to close out of Foundry. And I am going to save snapshot of compendiums. Okay. Wait, what? I didn't... Oh, no. Well, I'll delete them before I release, if I remember. I'll remember, I'll do it. Okay. So we're there. I can open Foundry back up, and it's probably going to create more crap, but that's okay. Yeah, it's gonna do that every time. Maybe I didn't need to do the snapshot. I don't know if I have to do that or not. I just do it because I'm worried about releasing unsynced files. Generate compendiums. Okay, that's generated. Alright, so now we have these fancy temporary world compendiums. I am going to move them over. So I need to close that again. Open this. Move world compendium to system. There you go. Let's see if this works this time. What? It does delete recursively not do what I think it does? Something they changed recently is leaving a file behind, or something I screwed up on. I have no idea what that is. Okay, we can get around it by going to user data. Data worlds test world packs. Worlds data systems. Yeah, so apparently my automation for that is broken. Packs. I don't like doing the manual file moving of this. It's more error prone, I feel like, but I don't seem to have a choice right now unless I want to debug that. Let's see, systems, that's where I am, worlds, test world, packs. Okay. These are all created just now, so droid system needs to go away. I think I screwed that up. Okay. Okay, why did it rebuild traits again? I keep clearing that out. It keeps going, nah, actually, I'm still here. Okay, so armor's there. Droid system's there. Equipment's there. My automation was not pretty, but it worked on this. Implants. Talents. Traits. Traits. Upgrade. Weapon. Okay, so now I have to re-export traits. Can I just revert stuff? Yeah, I can. I don't know what to revert it to. I'm just going to re-export it. Alright. Let's see. We got armor. Of course. Okay, so yeah, I don't somehow it still did traits even though it's not here. That's cool. Okay, those have all been loaded, and then I need to go here, and we're gonna go trait exporter, run it. Yeah, ideally I think what I would like is a update all compendiums command that runs all of these, runs all of the import functions, and then moves them over to the right folder. But it's a bit involved, so I haven't done it yet. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 61 milliseconds per trait, I think. I didn't put if it was seconds or milliseconds there, but okay. That's there. That's there. Let's go back here. Let's run that again. Okay, traits. Now you should also be updated. Okay. Done updating traits. 492. Okay. Close this. Okay. Now I have to go in here. I have to delete the old ones, which should have been automatically done, but it's not working. Yeah, file handling within Foundry is very difficult, and I mean that's for good reason. It's using JavaScript, which is web-based, and you don't really want to be able to access file handling and like deleting files and stuff from there. So I get it, but at what cost? It's slightly inconvenient for me. Okay, that should be all of those. Let's move them over. Awesome. Oh boy, if I did this correctly, then this is the last thing I'm doing. The last thing I was going to do, and which is good because I am starting to crash. But hey, I knocked my bug list down to 0. Perfect, as always. It just feels good to be able to see that every time, Okay, compendium packs, armor. Okay, so these ones should be empty. Good. And I'll delete it. Droid systems. Good. Good. I really do want a better way of doing this, and I need to spend time doing that soon because this sucks. I think one of the problems is I probably shouldn't have built the parsing in Java. I should have done it in JavaScript and then just have it like built in, and it would have worked much better. But okay, good. There. That is that. And then we're going to take raw export and we're going to delete the whole folder so that when I commit, need a commit message. Flight suit, space suit, and was it hazard suit? I am going to add a mention that, or add an issue for making sure that poison immunity is done. I didn't want to do that as part of this. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I gotta close this before I can do that. File locks. That would do it. Alright, let's open this up. Let's... Yeah, I know connection's lost. There we go. My brain paused on that. It's like, wait, do you really want to open that? Okay, let's see. Hazard suit. I feel like that's not right. There shouldn't just be hazards like like desert hazards. Yeah, I don't think those should be in here, but yay, equipment fortitude bonus. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm going to cut now that I've let's see, make sure that, okay, good. Close issue. Now that I have finished all of the bugs I had in my queue, I'm down to 50 issues. I think I started today with 62. That's pretty good. Yeah, I guess next time I'll do some enhancements. Probably want to do some documentation ones. This is a yes, I absolutely think. Yeah, of course I just mentioned this issue. It's my fault. Yes, I do need to have that. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good point. All right. Before I get distracted, I'm going to cut a release, which is also not automated. So our last one is 0.7.21. This is going to be 0.7.22. Yeah, I don't think these are good. Those might work, but I should try them out sometime. But all right. I really need to update this so it's not manual. It's not that big of a deal, and so I haven't bothered. Oh, it's 7.22, and then down here, where is it? There it is. Like, Do I spend an hour automating something that takes me 30 seconds every time I do it? Probably should anyways, but... Okay, so it's pointing to 22. Now I gotta tag it. Releases. Draft new release. Choose tag. 0.7.22. Create new tag. Generate release notes. There you go. Okay, what I am going to do, just because I want to, is I'm going to post a link to specifically open bugs. Alright, I'm going to say this release was done during live stream and has reduced bug backlog to 0. There we go. I know, as soon as I say that, I'm going to get a bunch of bug reports in the morning. And that's fine. Please do. It means you're using the software and you're hopefully having a good time. Alright, it is 10:58. I just cut a release, and my bug backlog is 0. I think it's time for me to go to bed before anything else happens. So thanks everybody. If you're watching the video on demand, I was going to say if you're watching the video on demand, it's going to be up tomorrow, which makes absolutely no sense. Because yeah, you'd know that if you were watching it. Well, anyways, thanks everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you in a month or two whenever I decide to do this again. See ya.